It's like, okay.
Okay, let's start this.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Laugh Lab podcast. My name is Dave Cobb. This is Jason Wabshaw, and today on the program we have a special guest, Logan Bligh. Everybody,
hey,
there we go.
Logan does comedy. That's
I do.
right.
Yeah.
And you were just talking we were talking about the open mic last night, and
Yes.
you were on the open mic. How did you think it went?
I was there. Oh, it was awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
It was incredible.
And Jason, it was your first open
First
mic.
open mic.
That was your first
That was
open
my
mic?
first one, yeah.
What?
So I've done this backwards. I started like just featuring and then
Yeah, I remember because you were. I was like on a show that you were on. You sponsored it.
Yeah.
And then
That's the
like,
secret. Just
You. Yeah. I don't know.
sponsor, you don't need to do this open
Dude,
mic stuff.
I can't afford that.
That's
Yeah.
so
I
funny.
can't.
That's so funny that it's like the shitty like, pay-per-play kind of thing.
It was pay for play,
It's
but
great, it's
you know
great.
what? I fit in last night.
great. Oh, yeah, you
I
did.
definitely wasn't the worst.
You had
I wasn't
fun?
the best, and I had fun.
Yeah,
so,
dude.
so it was
Right
good. There's
fun.
no, there
Sorry,
was there was some pretty. I don't.
It's open mic, dude. That's what it's supposed to be.
This
That's
is
the
my
thing.
first open mic. These guys still may come.
Yeah.
Last night I saw a guy wearing a Donald Trump hat with a cat mask and a ukulele.
Yeah.
So after that,
that's his thing.
Yeah. So after
That's
that,
his-
so I was like,
That
oh,
was actual Donald Trump. That was
So I was
Yeah,
like,
that
I was
was
like,
his cousin.
okay, well, anything goes then.
Yeah, anything did go.
I don't know about you guys. I thought Allison's set was the best.
yeah.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah,
was a killer.
She
yeah.
killed it. I've seen her a couple times. I opened for her one night,
Yeah.
and I was like, she did this bit about getting
And she's
cutting
at-
her shower curtain up with her nipples and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I laughed.
Dude, she's at the RCA Theater today.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
Premiere.
That's cool.
So like she's doing like a biggest show that you could do in Kelowna. pretty
Awesome.
much.
Yeah, she
So
was really good.
She's fantastic.
So I thought I know we won't say who the worst ones were, but definitely the
but
best
it was
ones.
probably Logan.
Yeah, probably
We
did,
had
yeah.
to- we had to say
What was your bet? What did you talk about? I
What
was
did
saying,
it? Dude, I don't even remember. I was like,
no one does. That's how.
Everybody else
No,
said it.
I like hit on those old ladies.
Dude, that's-
it was like some
yeah,
hot
yeah, yeah.
grandmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Had
they
some
were
hot
pretty
grandmas.
hot,
I was
though.
revving
They
their
were
engine
okay
a little
for-
bit, yeah.
yeah.
And then I talked about that doppelganger guy
Yeah.
who's gay.
Well, the girl
And then the
across
guy's
from-
name was Connor, that new guy,
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
the guy's name that I said in the joke.
No, it wasn't Connor.
Yeah, it was.
The new guy's name wasn't Connor. The
Yeah, it
one that
was.
I brought
Yeah,
up
it
next.
was.
No, not the guy you brought up next.
the
but
brand new guy was Connor.
From,
Oh, the brand new
yeah,
guy was
yeah,
Connor.
yeah.
And he was good too.
He was.
Yeah, he was
good.
He was
great.
really good.
He was good, but
yeah,
yeah.
you had that whole gay bit about that. That was pretty
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that. Set.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I brought up the next guy as Connor.
Yes, yeah. And it
And
was,
it was great because he was your doppelganger. He did look like you.
yeah, it was, yeah. That
For
guy
me,
from
it was
Edmonton,
weird
so-
because usually I have I've never done the 4 minutes. Usually the 7 or 25, so I have enough time to
which is crazy.
get
to
into
start.
it and be talk about the family or the business or whatever. And then you get up there and you look and you're like, fuck, I got 240 seconds. I got to make this count.
yeah. You're
It's
fighting
pretty
for
quick.
scraps.
And
Yeah.
like you're saying,
Yeah.
like people can't go over time because the show does go like 3
It
hours.
goes late.
And
Yeah.
people don't like. For those of you watching, if you're like, "Oh, is that normal?" It's not.
Yeah.
Our open mic is one of the. If you enjoy a long open mic with lots of comics,
It's awesome.
By that definition, it's one of the best because
Yeah.
it is one of the longest, one of the biggest. But if you don't want to sit through 30 comics, and then it's
There
not
was-
for you. But there is sometimes there's 30 comedians. They each do 4 minutes, and in the middle we do the feature spot, so that's
Yeah.
15, and we give that to somebody.
You had 2 features last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I forgot.
I was wondering what was up.
Yeah. Because the one dude, Devin, showed up and he's like, "All right, I'm doing the feature," and I'm like, "Huh?" and then I wrote down 2 features tonight. But that's normal.
Yeah.
Who
And then
doesn't-
he talked about fingers in his butt for 15
for
minutes.
15 minutes. But it is fun.
Yeah, we've all done
Yeah.
that though.
But it was
Yeah.
like, yeah, but that's what it is. So you get this break in the middle where typically that spot is a polished spot. Like someone works really hard and those are their best jokes.
Okay.
And so the rest of the show is made up of people trying new stuff for 4 minutes. So it can be really up and down. And,
Well.
and like there's some seasoned comics who will do brand new stuff and they'll crush, or there'll be people trying stuff for the first time and it eats like it's
Well, mine,
terrible.
I didn't know where it was going because I've been working on that part of
Yeah.
the set for the Laugh Lab. So I kind of had part of it. But even as I was walking to the stage, I thought I still had a couple comics. I'm like, okay, I got to say this, got to say this.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're like, oh, Jason. I was like, oh, fuck, okay. Well, let's go. And I started talking about the sex robot and shit. But people
Yeah.
seem to like it.
Oh, yeah, it's a
I don't-
great concept,
So it's, I think that one needs polishing a little bit.
But
But that's so
people-
out of the
it's-
box for me. Like everything else is always stories. So I can
Yeah.
sit and tell that story and it's true and people can believe it or
That's
not.
kind of like,
Wow.
if we're talking about styles, that's what you're describing is more my style. Like I pick a thing, like a technology thing, and I try and work with it. I love talking about
But
that
you
stuff.
had right when I came up to you and talked to you after, you're like, oh, you should do this part.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
that'll get me another 30 seconds,
Well, that's the
40
beautiful
seconds.
thing about those like
open
things that
mic,
didn't
dude.
happen to
And-
you
Yeah.
that are just like you're talking about a concept.
Yeah.
You can take it anywhere.
Yeah.
And so one of the tricks of jokes is like you have what you're talking about, and then you can think of it from the perspective of different people.
Yeah.
And that'll suddenly like, what would a young person think of a sex robot? What would an old person think?
Yeah.
And what would a middle? And then you're like, oh, an old person might just give it chores,
Yeah.
and a young person might break it with their chores.
Like I added,
If I had one of those things,
you would
I
leave
would
the house.
destroy
It would
it.
be calling 911.
But I
I had it tied to a radiator in my basement.
But that's right, because you add new things. 'Cause like last night, I added the price, and then the comedians couldn't afford the high end.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But that was all just while I was
so
up
you-
there. So
that's good,
So
though.
that's fun
Yeah,
to build and do that.
Yeah.
Open mic is just workshopping crap that you
Yeah.
like thought of. Unless some people like to go and say the same joke every
Yeah.
week.
Or if you've got a show coming up, it's nice to practice your set that you're going to do the next night if it's a big night for you.
Yeah.
Like I'll do a lot of the times the feature spot gets requested. Like
Yeah.
people, I don't reward it to people much anymore. I typically give it to someone who asks. And the reason they ask is like, oh, I'm headlining in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's like they want to run 15 and then they want to do it the next on a show on the weekend. They want to run another 10. And then they're like, okay, I did my 25 and now I'm co-headlining next week and I've done everything
Yeah.
in the last 7 days. And then their co-headline goes a lot better. That's typically what the best use of it is.
Well, the 2 spots for the Laugh Lab coming up.
Yeah.
I figure I'm gonna go more safer stuff
Yeah.
because I don't want to fuck it up and whatever. And there's actually people paying their money. And then I've got a feature on the 24th, but a lot of my friends are gonna be there, so I'll probably just throw a lot of shit at the wall and see what sticks for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
I have a show in Toronto on the 7th of
Yeah.
November. That I want to.
How much time are you doing in Toronto?
I think we're doing like 35, 40 minutes.
Yes. You gotta
Wow.
all your set.
Yeah, so I want stuff to be the best thing. Especially doing shit like this and talking to customers, you can just bullshit for hours and add stuff and pick people out of the crowd or do whatever. I will know 100 people in the audience at that in Toronto. There's a lot of guys there I've known for 20 years.
Yeah.
I know all their dirty secrets. Like it'll
Just
be
riff on
yeah,
your
it's
friends,
gonna be
dude.
just the passion. Like this one guy's got a wig recently in the last couple of years, and nobody even talks to him about it. But we've known him for 20 years. We're definitely gonna talk about
Oh,
it
dude.
that
Is
night.
anyone there selling fake cards?
So, we could probably bust a couple of those guys. Most of those guys
Is it like
are pretty
is it
good.
just like a community of guys who collect cards? And
It's all the guys
They're
doing the
resale
show.
selling.
So it's all like
They're
there's a
resale,
huge
yeah.
show
It's
there.
like a flea market.
But like,
Oh, that's
well,
cool.
it's like a 500,000 square foot convention with
And they
like
show up
those
and they're all
guys.
straight
Like
people.
every guy in that room will have 5-10K in their pocket, so like money's not going to be an issue, and they're like they'll all be revving and drinking.
Yeah.
It'll be good. Like my one buddy's got like one tooth that just kind of hangs there, and he used to be a ringmaster at a circus.
Oh,
so like
wow.
I could probably do half an hour on just him. Like I've been out drinking and stuff with that guy.
really? Oh,
The
dude.
funniest thing about his name's Calvin. Some of you guys know. The funniest thing about him is when he is drunk, he changes accents to the people he's talking to, and he does not even do it. Like if he's at the casino,
He
it's
develops,
Chinese
like, a southern draw.
He'll start like if the dealer at the blackjack table's Chinese or whatever, he'll change.
Oh, he'll be
He
Chinese.
starts talking that accent. Like it is, and he doesn't even realize he's doing it. It is priceless to sit back and watch.
Well, we all have a Chinese accent deep inside of us when we're drunk.
He realizes
It
he's
just
just doing
comes
it,
out.
and he does it on purpose, right?
Dude, it just happens. man. It just happens. You get like 3 or 4 drinks, and you're like, all right.
Yeah.
You feel it brewing inside
Yeah.
of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
There
And
we
then
go.
Scott walks in, and you're like,
How long have you been doing this?
like a year and a half now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You love it?
I do. It's the best.
One of the main things that Dave and I talked about when we started this, we want people to get across. Like if they're scared, come do it. Try open mic.
Yeah.
Do some sets.
Yeah.
We've got lots of new people who want to come open mic, and then we talk about being like. So maybe who knows? Don't be scared. Come do it.
Yeah.
But you like it. How often are you doing it?
Every week,
come
at
to
least
open mic
2-3 times a week. I'll come to open mic every
He
week.
gets up. He gets
Yeah.
up as much as anyone.
And he's got
Yeah.
you on some shows.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
You've co-headlined.
Co-headline.
Okay.
I've hosted a bunch of times.
He's went to the Abbotsford Comedy Festival.
Yeah, I did 2 shows there.
Laughs.
And then I've done shows at the Underground and other
Comedy
clubs.
Underground's a big club in Vancouver.
Yeah, so-
and you got a show at Underground coming up.
Yeah, in November.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
really
like
good.
So that's
him,
exciting.
Pickleball's not going on in the back.
Yeah.
Pickleball? Yeah, no, there's no pickleball there.
There is a nice smell of homeless people. It's like
Yes, there is.
It's like if you made a map of Vancouver and you're like, what's the worst part? And then
This is the spot we
This
go.
is where
Comedy Underground
that's
is.
where the heart of comedy is.
It's literally like you're like, where do we find dead people?
You're like, oh.
all over.
When I
I
was
left
living-
my car with valet. There is no valet.
No.
It's like the heart of the apocalypse. They built a comedy club.
When I lived there in Vancouver, I was at the Underground one night on a weekday, and there was this guy who just pulled up outside. I was like outside smoking, and this guy pulls up right outside the door and literally just started smoking crack right at the door. Right as people are like buying tickets and walking in, the bartender came out. He's like, "You gotta get the fuck out of here, man."
You're like, he's like, I'm the headliner.
Yeah, he crushed, dude.
Yeah. We ask lots of different things or whatever, and we're all over the place. Have you been heckled yet? Then
Oh man, all the fucking
Yeah.
time, dude. All the time.
And
it's all women.
what's the worst?
It's
one?
just
Are
like
they
old
heckling or are they
women.
whistling at you?
Women love this.
Yeah.
You can't tell when he's sitting down, but you're like what, like 6'2",
6'3".
6'3" baseball
On
player, 22.
The old Kelowna Cougars.
The girls,
like, yeah.
the women,
Dude, it's the
women love
Cougars,
it.
dude.
The Cougars love
They'll
it.
Yeah.
howl at me.
Awesome.
It's so brutal. Like there was this one time, and like my parents come out to like a lot of my shows when I'm doing like features. There was this one time I was doing 25 minutes, and this lady, like right to the right side of the stage, was just like interrupting the whole time and just like yipping at me and saying the stupidest shit ever. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
He was.
And it was
with
just
her.
the whole show. Yeah, the whole show was just like back and forth between me and this
Yeah.
like psychotic cougar.
Yeah.
I've seen a few shows there like that. It's a little
happens.
crazy.
That
Yeah.
happens, but
You
yeah,
gotta
it's
just gotta
fun.
put them in their place.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta
dude.
play along.
Yeah,
yeah.
But they love that, dude.
Yeah.
They'll feed off of that.
well, that's the other problem is that the internet exists.
Yeah.
And it teaches, like, because what happens is comics don't want to burn their material online, so they're putting a lot of like crowd work clips. Because then you're not burning up
Then,
your
yeah.
material,
Yeah.
and because it's all improv. And then what happens is a lot of those crowd work clips are just like back and forth with dumb audience members.
Well, Matt Rife's like
Yeah.
selling his shirts to people in the crowd.
Yeah,
Oh,
then
yeah.
people see
It's
that.
like,
Well,
you're
he's
gonna
like-
be up there naked soon. Be like, hey,
Yeah,
you want to
yeah.
buy my underwear?
if it sells tickets, dude, I will
you're
sell my
You're
underwear.
like,
They'll have
Giant skid market.
a lot of holes.
Yeah. Never,
yeah, I'm a comic. I can't afford proper.
Yeah, here's a loincloth that I wear sometimes.
Yeah.
That
But
might-
you did okay. So you did the underground what, once or twice now?
I've done like 3 times. And then when I lived there, I would like do
Oh,
the
right.
weekly mics or whatever. But
Yeah. Yeah, but so he lived in Vancouver.
The big difference, you like the Kelowna
oh,
crowd.
it's way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just harder to get on there. Like, because when I went there, I was like 2-3 months into doing stand up. So, like, I rarely got spots. The spots that I did get were set up from him from shows that I did here, and then like it paid off there. And then I'd get on the odd weekend show, but it was rare.
Everybody says that way more. It's easier.
Yeah.
I just had to pay to play. Like I think my second show
works,
ever
though.
was. I think I headlined my second. show. I was like, I sponsored. He's like, can you do anything? I'm like, I'll get up there and talk, and if it's bad, get me down. Everybody loved it. And then the next time I was like, oh, I got a bunch of people or whatever. He's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. I could do that feature spot. And he's like, okay. And I was like, I went and did it, and I killed, and it was super fun.
Yeah.
And then Joey's like, have you really only done this once or 2 times? I was like, yeah. He's like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's
If
like-
you had asked me to do something like that, my second time, I would have shit my pants, dude. I would have had a mental breakdown.
I just
He's just like throw him to the fire. Let's
yeah,
see what
yeah.
happens.
I like seeing
If
what
you're
happens,
gonna
'cause
crash
the thing
and
is,
burn,
like, all
It's a
those-
good challenge,
All
though.
of those
Yeah.
all those little like either roadblocks or whatever blocks you put in front of yourself are kind of self-imposed. Like if you're like confident and you're just like I can do it now, it's like it's not the worst thing you could do. Because
Yeah.
even if it goes wrong, you will learn so much.
Also,
Oh, yeah,
also
you come out of
nobody
there.
there gives a shit if you do good or not, dude.
No.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. And the other thing is like I believe this is true. Is like the reference point for how good a comic is has a lot to do with the other comics on the show.
Oh, for sure.
You're not comparing it to like your favorite comic or the weekend before or whatever. It's kind of just like that night.
And the room too. Like
Yeah,
how well
in the room or
was
whatever.
doing,
So it's
yeah.
like whatever.
The second time I headlined, I wrote my show at 6 and I was on at 6:30. I was in the dark writing some notes going, and everybody's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know what to talk about." They're like, "What? Aren't you the like?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll pick something." I was like, I'm just like this thing just some funny stories that happen in life.
so funny.
And then usually I think the absolute thing I like about featuring and going up last is you can see what happened in the room, the people, how they were, whatever.
Well, yeah.
You have instant slam dunks on people that are like that girl last night with her tits hanging on the table. How was I the only person to talk to her? I
no one else would do that.
No,
That's
but I said
because we're chivalrous.
I don't know
and
if you
we're
guys
scared
heard
of
it or-
women.
I don't know
so-
if you heard or not, but I said I wish I had as much faith in this set as you do in that talk.
That was good.
But they were like,
But she volunteered for didn't she?
She,
volunteer
dude, yeah.
for
When Brett did that with the cat mask and the shit,
so
dude, she got up there and she was.
She wanted to be
Yeah.
part of it,
Yeah.
and I was
She was a
like,
good sport.
she
was a good sport.
Well, dude, you don't
sit
come to a
there
show, sit in the front with your
two
tits
bald
out and
guys
not
in
wanna
your
be a part.
top, like
Yeah, she was a good sport. But Brett's ukulele bit.
What do you think of
What do
that?
you think of that?
I thought it was interesting.
It was interesting.
I actually
Did you?
I loved the ukulele bit. I did.
yeah.
The Trump hat with the cat mask and the guy plucking along.
It's fun.
I must admit, it was the only point of the night where I had tears in my eyes.
And then the girl
But then he
stole my
started
book for $60.
Yeah. Well, that's when it went off. When he started that game show thing, I
The game
I
show
checked
thing,
out. I checked out.
yeah, it's so hard to follow. That's why I don't really, I don't understand it.
Yeah, we've seen
but
it.
when
Yeah.
he's because he's good at just like riffing random shit.
Oh, it was funny.
and just like saying
But
random
yeah,
crap.
he sold my book for $60.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Dude, that's a win for
On-
you.
Yeah, but then he
Yeah,
got the
that's
money.
more than any books ever
he
sold.
he just gave the money to me like he's like, oh, look what I got. I was like, this is horrible. I just gave the lady back her money. But,
On the top of him, I think
Yeah.
I've seen him before.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was he the host that night
Yes.
that?
Okay, but yeah.
Okay, I knew I seen him.
Yeah, he's in the book. But that goes back to my book. Okay, so go ahead.
We got lots of time.
Ask him.
He hasn't. Have you read this book?
I've read the book.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
hell yeah,
That's
dude.
why.
Hell yeah.
That's why Dave got him.
Hell
He
yeah.
read this.
Dave's been grooming me for a year and a half,
Grooming
dude.
me.
Yeah, I've read it.
That part last night about the masturbation in the book was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's
when
a
he
fun-
said
it's
he
a
kept
good-
going.
Oh, yeah, when he pulls
I
it
haven't
out.
read it yet.
Yeah.
I've had them, whatever. It showed people them.
It's great.
It's
It's
like, okay, so
hilarious,
there you
dude.
go, internet, 6 people watching.
Yeah.
We've asked how many people.
We've asked like
I know
5
you.
people.
They're all more surprised that you can read.
I know, dude. People are shocked. I read all the time.
But
And,
choose
dude,
your own
no one
adventures,
believes
like-
me. I told Chris that I read,
Yeah.
and he laughed at my face.
Yeah, Chris doesn't read.
Yeah, dude, that guy can't
I
read.
think I can't read.
No.
That's what was your favorite part?
Chris went to university and just had his mom read all the books to him.
Yeah, can you?
She had to.
She takes notes for him.
Yeah,
I
You
think.
please take notes and read this and do
His
the
girlfriend
test.
probably does it
Yeah,
all
whisper
too.
everything to me, mom. And they're like, "Is that your learning?"
That's his
assistant?"
bedtime
It's like,
story.
"Oh
Is
my
his,
God."
is his accounting textbook.
The thing about comedy that is so awesome. There's people, so many different brain cells all over the place, so
Yeah,
many different
yeah.
age,
Oh, yeah.
so many. That old guy that got up there last night was talking about shit in his pants or
Yeah.
doing whatever he was.
Oh, Roger?
And like, for me, seeing a lot of those guys, this is the first time I seen lots of those
Oh, yeah.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
a lot of those guys I'd seen in way better times where I thought their sets were way better.
Well, that's open mic. You
And
gotta
then-
be.
so I was
you gotta
like,
be-
so-
you have to be very honest and fair with open mic, because the thing about open mic is like there can be people going up there with jokes that they know work and then crush. And then there can be someone going up who's probably funnier, objectively, that's trying all new shit.
Yeah.
And if only half their stuff works, you're like, oh, that other guy's way better. It's like, not even close.
Yeah.
This dude wrote 4 minutes of brand new material, 2 minutes of it worked. That's a great ratio.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
that's someone who can build
So
up.
you're
the
happy
material.
with that?
Oh, I'd rather see people
Yeah,
bomb
yeah.
and try new stuff.
Yeah.
Rather
go
than
up
the
there and
same
do the
old
hits.
shit.
Yeah, because it's fresh. I pretty much only do new at open mic.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's why would I
Yeah.
waste time telling
Yeah.
old
And
jokes?
off the top,
Well, that's
And
kinda
then
what I
you
thought
feel
good
so
time.
shitty though, because you'll like bomb
Yeah.
for 4 minutes on all new, and then someone who will go up after you and like you'll be like, this can't be good,
But-
and then they'll just
yeah.
like they'll do well because they just do stuff they know works, and you're like, fuck. You
but
know?
the guy who does the best, who's the best at that, is Jordan Strauss.
Oh, yeah.
he's amazing. Easily one of the best comics, if not the best comic. I mean, it's subjective, whatever, but he's phenomenal. He's one of our strongest comics by far, and he'll go up on open mic and try it all new.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes you watch him just.
Yeah.
It's terrible,
But you
and
need
it's
that.
like, but he gets one joke out of it, and then you see him the next week, and he builds, and then suddenly he puts out an album, and you're like, oh, that guy's awesome.
You're like, there it is.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, he's
Because
a-
like if you just
yeah,
do the
yeah.
same crap every week, like no one,
doesn't-
you're
Well, I
not
didn't
gonna
want
get better now.
I didn't want to overstep last night because I'm like total rookie, new
Yeah,
guy, whatever.
yeah.
But like I said to Max, I was like, hey, like since I seen you 3 months ago or 4 months ago, you're like so much better.
Yeah, Max is awesome.
Max is awesome.
He's
dude.
like, oh, what do you? I was like, dude, the first set you did was talking about like being a tree in the middle of the road or something, and everybody was looking in the room going, whoa, what the fuck? And it was on a paid show, and then you get up and you're doing that. I was like, it's really good. And,
he's very good.
So like I was like, you know, and like,
dude.
But Tyson was.
Did we tell you about
Tyson's like, I didn't lean against the wall.
Did you see? Did you hear the story of Max when he did the campsite with us?
No.
So I
heard about the show. I didn't.
So it was me and Jordan, and we did the campsite, and we called Max. Max is going to open. Max is from Penticton. So I gave him so we show up, and it's literally a campsite. You just like a campsite, and there's like a picnic table,
Comedians will do anything.
And we
for
plugged
money,
in the microphone, and we're like doing, and it's 4 p.m. in a campsite. No one knows there's comedy. Nobody knows. So we just have the mic set up, and we're just like, I did this three shows in a row this way. So Jordan's headlining. So Max calls me out of the blue, and he's like, I'm at the wrong, where are you? Because I gave him the wrong address. When they do the campsites, it's just like the same. It's like the same company, but they're different spots on the same road.
Yeah.
And so I happened to tell him the one down the road, and I was like, oh no, it's over here. Sorry, I got the wrong address. So when he showed up, we pretended that everyone had been watching the show already, and then it was his time to go up. And we're like, you're here, just go up, just start. And he goes up, and of course, no one in the campsite knew that
comedy show.
There's nothing.
And he started the show.
Just started like it already been happening. So he's like, so I grew up in Summerland, but now I'm living in Penticton, and I'm working with my brother. And everyone's like, what?
So who give the autistic guy the microphone?
What's going on? And he just kept going, and we made him do like 20 minutes, and the whole crowd's like,
how many people were there?
No one. No one there to watch, but you could hear it through the whole campsite. The campsite was full.
That's awesome.
But it was just the big tables were empty. So eventually, 4 people were there, and he just keeps riffing like the show, like he'd been gone on stage in the middle of a show. But he started it, and then I went up after him like, so you now know there's a comedy show.
That's
so if you're ever camping and you're just some random guy,
and he came off stage and he's like, what the? He was so confused.
And he was pretty fresh, dude. He was like,
I was gonna say he's pretty new.
Yeah, he was doing, but he brought his family. And
okay,
so they're like,
yeah, they were all laughing. They were all laughing. So I think everyone got the idea that there's comedy, but it was
got the ball
funny.
rolling.
Me and Jordan were losing our minds because you could see that he just he had no idea that that's what happened.
I would have been, don't do that to me. I would be like, who needs their refund? Seriously, buddy? I told you, if I ever show up and there's 5 or 6 people in Dakotas, I'm gonna give everybody their $20. But I always bring a pocket full of 20s there. And if somebody's real, I'm gonna be, here's your fucking money, fuck off.
I would just want to be there to see how Max handled that.
Yeah,
it was beautiful. He just went up and went hard, and then Jordan and I just kept him going. Like every time he's like, okay, I think I'm gonna bring up Dave, and be like, no, tell him about the. And he kept naming all his different jokes.
Yes.
Like do the German Shepherd thing.
You're trying.
And they were like, do the dodgeball thing. He's like, it never worked. Just try it again.
You're trying to get new comedians.
Remember
and
the
here
dodgeball?
he's like this.
When he did 15 minutes about dodgeball.
Yeah, he did 15 minutes on dodgeball, never did it again. But we made him do it at the campsite.
Dude, and you know what? I told him after that, I was like, dude, the dodgeball thing, there's something there.
Yeah, there might be something.
There is,
it wasn't 15 minutes.
Last night is spot about sponsoring the kids and doing all that.
Oh, that was great.
There were some spots
there's
there.
some.
Yeah.
He's gonna be awesome.
He is. I love Max.
Yeah, we made him do dodgeball bit.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, the German Shepherd. Oh, yeah, he's great. He's awesome.
I like just being brutally honest to him sometimes.
Oh yeah, he's Max.
Because he's younger too. He's like my age.
Yeah.
So I just be like, dude, the fucking sucked. You sucked.
The ones that stand quiet and don't project and whatever, those are always the ones that I feel like saying, hey, like, just be a little louder. Like when Tyson was doing his set last night, everybody in the back was like, the fuck's that guy saying?
Well, that's the one.
That was what made it so funny to me, though, is because it was so quiet and awkward. I was like laughing.
If I had my way, I'd have if I had more money, I'd have I'd have that on a remote. That would be nice because
volume control.
Because when you go to a concert, there's an engineer full time, and even when you go to Comedy Underground, DK. He's on the mic and he's like,
because some guys are really loud.
And I'd want to.
Dude, if you did that, I would just start talking really quiet, and then I would just start screaming. Yeah, that's the problem. I want to put a sign. I want to put a sign up right next to the clock
that's like, this is how you hold a microphone.
Dude.
Because there's so many people that go like, there's some people like this.
There was
like,
one guy
walking like
last week, I don't think he's done it before, and he went on and he like, the microphone was still on the stand and he was like a short guy and it was at his like eyes.
Yeah.
And he was talking like the whole time, just like whatever, like not one word he said was spoken into the microphone at all.
Dude,
like, his voice was so loud.
Because I'm sitting there and I'm like, what's the point? Because then I go and I turn it up.
Yeah.
And then he grabs it and puts it in his mouth and fucking
Dude. And then you got Max, he's getting on his knees to do this, dude. He gets on his knees. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my contact photo for Max. Because he has this bit where he prays on his knees. And I took a picture of him during his set one time and boom,
it was awesome.
Immediately
What was
social
with
media.
the Bad Boys of Comedy thing?
Tyson,
some of the guys took it a little too serious.
Tyson used to have the big weird afro.
Yeah, what happened? He lost a bet and got a haircut?
He got a haircut.
It's
But
just
he had
a new-
this beautiful
turning over a
afro.
new leaf,
And my whole thing with Tyson was I still do it, but I like introducing him as my high school bully.
Okay.
So this guy that used to
so good.
I'm like, for all of middle school, he would kick me in the penis, and I like talk about this horrible bully, and then I bring up Tyson, and it's like, he's perfect.
And then people are like, wow.
it gets a big laugh right off the top. It's really funny. He plays into it really well, and then now he shaved his head and he looks cool.
Yeah, dude, he does. He wears those like those funny hats, like the golf hats.
Yeah, now he's like. Yeah, he's got rid of the Kirkman signature and.
Well, he was podcast 2 or 3, I think. So if you go back, that's the Tyson
that's my
we're
high
talking
school
about.
bully. That's the guy.
Yeah, he sits and he's really quiet and does. But some of his shit is pretty funny. That just gets his and then you're back. It's like I like that too. We're almost out of time. You've said you've read the book.
I've read the book, yeah.
Have you watched any of the podcast yet?
I've watched the first one.
Okay, so there's a viewer. So we're trying to get people to watch more through. So you know the bit. So Dave likes to know how you blow Dave. How you kill Dave.
Dude, I've killed Dave a couple times.
I know, but if you had to kill me in real life.
Oh, in real life?
You had to get away with it.
Do I have to get away with it?
You gotta get away.
You gotta get away with it.
Can it be murder-suicide?
It can be whatever you want, but you have to not go, try not to
Like if he kills himself, he's not going to jail.
This is why it would be so easy, though.
Okay.
Is because, I feel like at any moment you could kidnap me. So I feel like that's my advantage in killing you, is make you think that you've got me. Because you would have already done the preparations to keep it off the books, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So you'd invite me to your house or something? Or remember when you told me to get in your car that one time and I just was like, yeah. And it's just gone to the back. You could have just drove off and I would have been gone, dude. No one would have ever,
Is that where the young comedians keep disappearing?
Being a nice guy.
It keeps going.
Remember that.
It keeps going, we need young comedians.
I just was sitting in the back.
To get in your car.
I was just sitting in the back and I was just like, dude,
comedians.
I'd be so easy to kidnap. I just was like, yeah.
Yeah, because you're an idiot. I should have kidnapped you. I should have murdered you.
Dude, I would have beat you to it.
Yeah, I was like trying to help you or something.
Okay, so now you're in the back of his car. What are you doing?
I'd just butter him up, obviously.
Okay, so you prepare me to eat?
In a way, dude. Yeah, I'd lather you in substance. And then, I don't know, I don't think I could get you with my hands.
No, you can do a rear naked choke.
I don't think I could. I think you could overpower me, dude.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I feel like you could.
Okay.
I feel like you're scrappy.
Sounds like we need a boxing match between these two. But
so
at least you have your clothes
So
on.
what about a weapon? Would you use a weapon?
I'd have a small, I'd have something to club you with.
there we go.
Yeah.
Like a fish club.
Hit them really fast.
Yeah, or just a small mallet.
Keep hitting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what do you do with the body?
With the body? Oh, that's a good question.
That's the real point. And where would you? Because you have to get away with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think you go up and down the stairs so many times at Dakota's. Somebody should just ice one of those stairs.
Yeah.
Well,
I got my truck, dude. I'd just throw you in the back, put a tarp on you, and I'd go burn your body somewhere.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
That's pretty good.
Still, the worst one we've heard is who wanted to get you naked in the water? That was
killer.
Keller. They were rolling around naked on the beach doing something.
You guys, they were both naked?
Yeah. We couldn't quite figure it out. And then Keller said he drowned him and would just walk away.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah. Well, you wrap me in a tarp, and where do you drop me? The corpse.
I'd incinerate you.
Oh.
Just gonna
Yeah, I get some pallets, dude, go up to Postal and just burn your body. And then the remnants I'd bury.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have access.
You
I
got
have
the
means.
teeth are always a
My
problem.
teeth and my
The teeth?
iron lung.
If he's got any metal body parts, I don't
How
know.
many metal?
My dick piercings.
Yeah.
Just like 50 dick
Well,
piercings.
I was-
His
Dude.
penis implant. Just
would
gonna have
keep-
that one testicle pump.
Yeah.
I would keep them, dude.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Just a little pump on the shelf.
As a trophy.
That's Dave.
Yeah.
Dave a pump.
I make a necklace out of your.
All right.
teeth
Well,
and-
well
Awesome.
done.
Do you have any shows coming up or anything to tell these guys about?
I do. October 15th, I'll be in Penticton at the Barley Mill Pub with Jared Nathan and Alex Suarez.
Awesome. Go see him.
Yes.
Super funny. What shows you got coming up next weekend?
The biggest shows are the Laugh Lab Comedy Jam shows on the 10th and 11th at Dakota 6:30 and 8:30. Go to KelownaComedy.ca, grab some tickets. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm doing a couple of those the Friday and Saturday. And then I've got the 24th we're doing for Autism Okanagan, which is funny because my mom just saw the poster and she's like, "You look like the poster child for autism." I'm like, "Thanks, I think. I don't know." And then we're in Toronto on November 7th, so looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Thanks
Oh,
for
yeah.
coming. We'll get you
Thanks
back.
for having me,
And,
yeah.
We're just going to keep rolling people through and having fun.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Even if